if you are using a calculator and you found the roots, if you have repeated roots, how to determine from the calculator that you have repeated roots? If you have, for example, quadratic equation, and this is the form of the quadratic equation. So for a quadratic polynomials, which is degree 2, if the calculator displays only one root, then this is the only root which is repeated. So for quadratic equations, there is no problem. Now for a cubic equation, we have 4 constants. You know that since this is a cubic, then the maximum number of roots will be 3. It cannot exceed 3. But sometimes 2 are repeated, and sometimes one of them is complex. So what if the calculator displays only 2, x1 and x2? Of course, if it displays only 1, so this is the only repeated root. So if it displays x1 and x2, so which one is repeated? There is a very simple equation that you can apply. If d is the last number in the polynomial and x1 and x2 are the roots, simply divide d over the multiplication of x1 by x2 and multiplied by -1, and the answer that you will get will give you either x1 or x2. Here is an example. After you use the calculator for this polynomial, x1 is displayed on screen 4 and x2 is equal to 3. So x1 and x2, 4 and 3. Now how to find which of those is repeated? The value of d is -36. So apply this equation, -36 over 12, and the answer is 3, so the repeated root is 3. So if you want to use the calculator, this is how to determine if there are or there is repeated roots or not.